Everyone, so this is going to be the last video of our chapter number 5, that is acids, bases and salts. So in this video we'll be mostly discussing about indicators and neutralization. So if we discuss about indicators, so there are mainly two types of indicators we have. These are natural indicators and artificial indicators. Artificial indicators are also known as synthetic indicators. So before going to the types of indicators, we should know about indicator. What is an indicator? So indicator are some special types of substances, that are used to test whether a substance is acidic or a basic. Consider you have a substance, you want to check the substance whether it is an acidic substance or a basic substance. So how do you check it? So you check it with the help of a special type of substances, and these special substances are known as indicators. So the substances which are used to check check a substance whether it is acidic or basic, so those special substances are known as indicators. You cannot use everything, so some special substances are there which tells us whether a substance is acidic or basic. So that special substance is known as indicators. So indicators changes their color when added to a solution containing an acidic or basic substances. So consider you have a substance or a solution in which acid or basic substance is there, some acid or base is there. We do not know whether it is acid or base is there in the solution. So how do we test? So if we add this solution to the indicators, then the color of the indicator changes. So by the change of the color we can say that the substance is acidic or basic, or the solution is acidic or basic, so depending on the color of the indicator. So this is one very special and very famous type of indicator, and it is known as litmus. So it is known as litmus paper or litmus test papers. So this is not the litmus paper, so this is pH paper. This is now we will not study this one, you ignore this one. These two are here. So this is blue litmus and this is red litmus. So here it is written, you can see red litmus blue and litmus red. So they are obtained from a natural source. A very composite organism is their lichen. So from lichen organism these things are obtained, or these things are prepared from the lichen organism. So they are obtained from the natural source. So these are natural indicators. So in this picture, next picture you can see, so if you have a acidic solution, we do not know whether it is acidic or basic. So when we will dip the blue litmus paper in this solution, so the blue litmus will change to red. So blue litmus turns red. So here you can see the portion which is dipped inside the solution is changed, or the color of that portion has changed to red. So if blue litmus changes to red, then the solution which is known as acidic solution. Similarly in the base, if when we dip a red litmus paper, it will turn to blue color. So here you can see the red, the portion which is dipped in the solution has turned to blue in color. So the solution which turns red litmus to blue is known as base, and the solution the substance which changes blue litmus to red is known as acidic solution. So next is another very important or very famous is there. This is known as turmeric indicator. So you know turmeric, all of we have turmeric in our homes. So turmeric can be used as an indicator. So here you can see the turmeric, we have prepared a turmeric paste or turmeric solution. So if this turmeric solution is added to salty water, so there will not be any kind of color change. But if we add this turmeric solution in lemon, we can see that the color of the solution will change to little faddish. So color of the yellow will be little palish yellow. And if this turmeric solution is added to soapy water, in soap we have the base, and in lemon we have the acid. So in this one we have base, so the color of the solution will turn to little brownish color. So you have observed this one in your clothes. So if a drop of turmeric powder or a small amount of these dishes or this curry or gravy things falls on our clothes or in our t-shirts or shirts, and when we use the soap on the top of this one, the color of the solution changes to a brownish color. So you have observed this thing, I guess. So when it is added to this base, the color of the turmeric changes to brown, and when it is added to any kind of acid or in lemon, so the color of the solution changes to little palish color. Okay, so here you can see here when this base is added, the turmeric solution changes to brown in color. So like this, when base will be added to turmeric solution, the color of the solution changes to brown. And when this turmeric powder is or in the turmeric solution the acid is added, we can say there is no color change or little palish in color. So we can consider it is no change in the color. Okay. So next is China rose. It's very famous flower that we all have in our homes. So with this one also we can prepare one type of indicator, and it is also a natural indicator because it is obtained from a natural source. So how can we prepare this thing? So here you can see this is the indicator we have. So we can paste it, or we can rub it against something, and we can mix it with water, and we can prepare one indicator, one solution of this China rose. So when we'll paste it and we'll add to water, the color solution of the thing, and the color of this solution will change to little reddish in color because of this China rose. The substances present in the China rose, the solution will change to little reddish in color. So when we'll add this solution to acid, the color of the acid will change to little brownish in color. And when we'll add this indicator to the base, it will turn little greenish in color. So if a substance changes the color of China rose indicator to greenish, then the substance is base, and if the color of the indicator changes to brown, then it is acid in the case of China rose. So next is very important, that is neutralization. So what is neutralization? The neutralization is that reaction in which when acid and base react together and forms salt and water. So when we mix acid and base, so one acid cancels the function of base, and base cancels the function of acid. So the things gets neutralized, and at the end of the reaction, salt and water is formed. So if we see the neutralization definition, the neutralization is that reaction in which when acid and bases react together and cancels one another's function, then it is known as neutralization reaction. Okay, so neutralization in everyday life. So neutralization reaction, so unknowingly we are using this neutralization reaction in our everyday life. So first is indigestion. So indigestion, we all know that we have a hydrochloric acid in our stomach, which helps in digestion of the food. If excess amount of hydrochloric acid is produced in our stomach, then we suffer from a condition, and it is known as indigestion. So to control that excessive acid, we need to add some base in our body. So we use milk of magnesia. One type of medicine is there, it is also known as antacid. The category of the medicine is antacid. Mostly it is pink in color, so you can see it in your homes. One pink color liquid is there, which is used during the indigestion or excessive acids. So hyperacidity, during that condition we use this medicine, and it contains milk of magnesia, one type of base, which is taken to control the excessive amount of the acid present in our stomach. So here what happens, the base which we take, it cancels the function, or it controls the action of the acid that is present in our stomach. Ant bite. So ant or the honeybee, when bites, they release formic acid or methanoic acid into our body, which swells or which causes some problems in the region where the ant or the honeybee bites. So to cancel or to minimize the effect of this acid, we use sometimes we use the lime, or the tuna we call it. So we use the lime paste on the region where the ant or the honeybee bite. So that in the lime we have the base, so that base cancels or minimizes the action of the acid on the region. Then soil treatment. So if in the soil excess amount of acid is there, or if excess amount of base is there, so we use the thing which is less. So with that one we cancel the thing. So similarly factory waste. So in the factory waste, mostly acid is there. So before releasing this factory waste in the water body, we use some base to it, or we add some base to it, which cancels the action of the acid and neutralizes the factory waste. And after that we can release the substance in the water bodies, which will not harm the organisms living in the water body. So I hope you have understood well, and thank you for watching the video. If you have any kind of confusion, any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.